So we're finally at the third episode of Kiss Him Not Me. And this episode determines whether, it sticks or it gets kicked to the curb. Now I can say for sure I'm sticking with this series because it's quite a refreshing series for a romantic series and also with a dash of comedy in there. So to start off with things, in most slice of life and school life anime, which the setting takes place mostly in a school setting, there is always a cultural festival that happens at the character's school. In particular, most of the times there is always a cafe, usually a maid cafe or a cosplay cafe, but we have a cosplay cafe which is in favor for Kai because she is someone that really likes manga and anime. So she participates in it by making the costumes, in particular for Igarashi, Shinomiya, and Nanashima. Now, the costumes that she created, one of them is basically a Attack on Titan outfit, cosplay outfit that she did for Igarashi. She created the princess costume for Shinomiya because his class was doing a play and he unfortunately lost at rock paper scissors and was chosen to become the princess. And she made a cosplay for Nanashima as Shion, her most favorite character, the same one that died and caused her to lose all of this weight, and all of this madness has happened. So she does have trouble, trying to create these costumes, but with the help of her classmates, she's able to accomplish that task. We see where in this episode, Igarashi has started to show his jealous side of him. He doesn't want to, share Kai with everyone else. Like, for the past 2 episodes, we see where everyone is like, okay, eventually she lost the weight and they are interested in her. At least 3 out of the 4 love interests. And, they were playing buddy-buddy for the time being. But, of course, they all of them have some type of interest in Kai. So, they don't want to share her. And he voices that opinion. So, in order to, remedy that, the day of the cultural festival, they all decide to have time slots where they can spend some alone time with Kai, which led up to several funny situations. Of course, the first one being with Nanashima, where they have their time together and, they have their classmates trying to advertise the cosplay cafe while they're still in their costumes. Kai is in a maid costume, and she's basically the poster girl so more customers can come in because she was dressed she's very pretty and she's dressed in a maid costume, so might as well use her as, the attraction to lead in more customers. And it doesn't work well until the very end where they're able to take pictures. And of course he's trying to tell her, I'm not a fake character, I'm a real man. And then she gets stolen by Mitsumi Senpai, where they're eating together, and it's shown that Mitsumi Senpai has not shown interest in her like the other 3 love interests as of yet. He's just tagging along because he thinks it's fun, and he kind of indirect feeding. So he ate from his chopsticks and gave her the food, and she's like, this is reverse butler and servant type of service thing. Then we have where Igarashi, he takes her to see Shinomiya's play, and while they're in the dark, he's holding her hand and she can't focus on what the play is happening. And then we have where Shinomiya, it seems like Kai only sees him as her younger classmate, so he's kind of upset about the fact that she doesn't view him as a man as regards as the other love interest, because he is the youngest out of all of them, and she probably sees him as like a cute friend or something. So when they were in the haunted house, he's very scared of it, and it's not even that scary. And then the typical thing in shoujo is where one of the male characters, they fall over and he lands on her chest and he's like absolutely in cloud 9 over it. And Kai can't handle everything that's going on because she does not know how to deal with real life boys. All this time before her transformation, she's been dealing with 2D boys because they don't interact with her, and she's on the sidelines pairing hot guys with each other. So all of this happening all in one day underneath such a cramped time space, it's like over-circuiting her brain. She doesn't know what's going on, and she doesn't know how to handle it. Then we have some other guys coming from different schools trying to hook up with her, and she punches them, and they're trying to rough up on her, where the guys come in and jump in and save her. So it was pretty funny. At that moment, she did the JoJo stance, and it was just a very funny reference that was made. But it was a pretty typical funny episode. By the end of the episode, there was like a folk dance, and instead of them dancing with her and realizing, you know, she had kind of a rough day, even though it was fun, it was rough, and seeing that she was kind of, you know, she couldn't deal with everything that was happening, they decided all amongst themselves that they would take their time in order for Kai to get used to them, and hopefully that she will start to understand their feelings for her. So the episode ended with a folk dance, and the guys were dancing with each other, and Kai and her friend Achan were like on the sidelines just drooling over the fact that hot guys are dancing with each other, and said, this is the way, this is the life of a fujoshi. And it just ends off on that note. So it was a pretty funny episode from beginning to end, and it just goes to show, like, these guys, they have some feelings for her. Some are just more developed, still taking time to develop, versus others. More than likely in the next episode, we're going to get introduced to that other character that was shown in the opening, because she has yet to be shown, and we're going to see how her relationship is going to, you know, affect the rest of the cast that's already shown in the series. So it was a pretty decent episode, funny as always. The references were pretty on point that was used in this episode. So if you guys are still willing to stick with Kiss Him Not Me, do drop in the comment section below on how you felt about this episode. The links are in the description box as always, so you guys go check that out. And I'm Kimmy Chan of Anime Legends Podcast, and I will see you guys later. Bye!